percentage problem tricks without using the formula. Welcome to my channel. With this P, B, and R, where P is the percentage. Percentage is the result obtained when a number is multiplied by a percent. And with this B, where B is the base. The base is the amount you are taking a percent of. With this green colored, where R is the rate. The rate is the percent. Using the formula takes more time and energy. So I preferred using my tricks later because I find it enjoyable and easier. Let's get started. For this letter A problem, 16 is what percent of 80? Okay, we have the tricks. Just replace the words with symbols. At the left part, indicate the given words or number. And at the right part, indicate the mathematical symbol. Now, we have here the 16. Okay, just copy the 16 as a number. Then is, the corresponding symbol for that is equals. Then what percent? Okay, the corresponding symbol for that is X. We indicate X here because it's unknown. We do not know the percent yet. Therefore, we have to put a variable. You can put any variable. It could be A, it could be M, it could be Y. Any variable of your choice. And of 80, we have here close and open parentheses and put 80 at the center, or X or dot as symbol for multiplications. I would like to repeat, of, when you convert that into mathematical symbol, it could be represented in a form of X, close and open parentheses, or dot. But, reminder, do not use X when multiplying numbers to avoid confusion, because this will be used as a variable and as a replacement for the unknown. So like for instance, with this problem, 16 is what percent of 80? So 16 is equal to X percent, another X, 80. So you might be confused with the repeated X. Use only any of these two multiplication symbols, the close and open parenthesis or dot. So it should look like this. 16 equals X times 80. Okay, let's start solving. Are you ready? Okay. With this, 16 is equal to X times 80, or 16 is equal to 80X. Then, in order to get the value of X, divide both the left and right side both by 80. Okay? Then, cancel. 80 divided by 80, of course, cancel. And then, we have now 16 divided by 80, which is equivalent to 20% of X. Okay, let us divide manually so that you will know how did we end up with 20%. Okay, let me divide 16 by 80. Okay. You cannot divide 16 by 80. So all we have to do is add 0. Okay, add 0, but with decimal point. Meaning, once you put decimal point, align above. Align another decimal point above. Okay, we have now 160. So 160 divided by 80, the answer is 2. Okay, and then multiply back 80 times 2, the answer is, okay, let's subtract, it's 0. That means we have 0.2. This is not the answer yet. The question is percent. So meaning the 0.2 should be converted into percent. Remember, 0.2 is just a decimal number. So when we convert this into a percent, let's move twice to the right. So let's move 1, 2. So it is now in the form of a percent. So therefore, the value of x is 20%. Okay, we have here the 20%, and our final answer is 16 is 20% of 80. Okay, next problem. For letter B, 45 is 60% of what number? Okay, it's very easy. I know, can follow already based on what I have explained a while ago. So 45 is, okay, is, which is equal sign. And then 60, okay, 60%, since this is 60%, you cannot solve right away if it is in a form of 60%, or if it is in a form of percent. So, of what number? I put x here. Okay, just like what I said, you have to convert the 60% into decimal number so that you can proceed. So, from 60%, let's move automatic that the decimal is here. So, let's move twice to the left. So, 1, 2. So, we have now the new number, which is 0.60 as a decimal number. Okay, x. And then copy the 45. Okay, now, in order to get the value of x, you divide both by 0.60. Okay, 0.60. From the right, over 0.60 to the left. Now, of course, cancel 0.60 divided by 0.60. Just cancel. Of course, the quotient will always be 1. Okay. Whatever is the result, whatever is the quotient of 45 over 0.60, that will be the value of x. Okay, let's solve manually. Okay, let's solve. Let me use other color. Let me divide 45 divided by 0.60. Of course, you cannot divide directly by a divisor that is in a form of a decimal number. So you have to make it as a whole number first. So move twice. So 1, 2. Okay? You have now 60. But since you move twice from this divisor, you also have to move twice to what is inside, or to the dividend. So since you move twice, so in 45, it is expected that the decimal is, of course, in here after 5, but then you have to move twice. So 1, moving twice, meaning you have to add 2 zeros as a representation. So we have now the 4,500 divided by 60. Okay, let me erase now. Okay. Let me erase now. Okay, divide 4,500 divided by, okay, 60. What do you think is the nearest? Of course, 45. You cannot divide 45 by 60. So you have to add 0 to make it 450. And 450 is bigger than 60. So what do you think is the nearest quotient of it? So we have chosen here the 7. Because when you multiply 7 by 60, the answer is 420. You cannot proceed to 8 because it's already 480. So it should not be more than 450. It could be equal to or less than. Okay, let's subtract 450 by 420. Okay, the answer is 30. And then, of course, bring down 0. We have now 300. And 300 is divisible by 60. What do you think? Would be the quotient? 300 divided by 60. Okay, the answer will be 5. Let me multiply back. 5 times 60, the answer is 300. Okay, let's subtract. Of course, it's 0. Meaning we have the 75. So we will see if 75 should be uh, a final answer, or it could be converted into percentage or not. Let me see. So 75, let's go back to the question. 45 is 60% of what number? Okay, we don't need to put 75% here because 60% is given already. Whereafter is the base, okay, which is 75. So it is not indicated or not written anymore in percent form. So it is written in a whole number. We have here the 75, meaning the value for x is 75. So let me complete the answer. Okay, let me indicate the complete answer here. Let me choose the black color. That means 45 is 60% of 75. Okay. Do you understand? Now, let me proceed with the third problem. Okay, let me choose another color, black. I want black ink. So what is 25% of 140? Okay. What? Okay, let's write what. That's letter X. Okay, what? And then is should be written in equal sign. And then 25% of 140. Okay. Now, okay, there's no division involved in this because the given are already in a form of multiplication. It's very transparent, very apparent. Okay, very apparent that all of these numbers are multiplicable, meaning you can just simply multiply each other. But remember, once a number is in a form of a percent, you have to convert that first in a decimal number. So from 25%, this now becomes 0.25. Then multiply by 140. Okay, let's solve manually. Okay, let's multiply manually. Let me choose another color. I want the blue color. Okay, 140 times 0.25. Let me erase this time so that just like what I said, for you not to be confused anymore. Okay, let me repeat. 140 times 0.25. Okay, 0.25. Okay, let me solve. 0 times 5 is 0. Then 4 times 5 is 20. Bring down 0. Carry 2. 1 times 5 is 5 plus 2, 7. Okay. In here, let's distribute 2. 2 times 0, of course, 0. Then 2 times 4, it's 8. Then 2 times 1, it's 2. Okay, let's add them. Bring the 0, and then 0 plus 0 is 0. And then 7 plus 8 is 15. Bring down 5. Carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now, we're not yet done. Okay, we're not yet done because our multiplier here is in a decimal form. So, we have to count twice. Okay, we can find the decimal point twice from the right of 25. 1, 2. Meaning we have to move twice 2. 1, 2. Okay, the decimal number is here. The decimal point is here. So our final answer is 35. Meaning our answer is 35. Okay, 35. In short, the complete answer is 35 is 25% of 140. Do you understand? I hope you really understand my discussion.